Naam, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam wa rasulullah. Give thanks to Allah. We ask His blessing on Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his household companions, and non-Muslim. And shortly before this time, we have treated al-hal al-jumla to ismiya. So now we are taking al-hal al-jumla to fi'liya. When our hal, when it is jumla to what? Jumla to fi'liya. That means it's a verbal sentence. Our hal, when it's a verbal sentence. So when we treated al jumla to ismiya, we told us that there are some conditions for hal when it's a jumla to, when it's a jumla. So the same condition we mentioned for jumla to fi'liya and a jumla to ismiya we just treated shortly is same condition for jumla to mother, for jumla to fi'liya also. So let's quickly revise it. They said firstly is that an yakuna sahibul hal isman ma'rifa, that our sahibul hal, that means what our hal is describing, it should be it should what? Ismu that is ma'rifa. Do we get now? So why are they repeating this thing? Is because when your jumla after your hal, when your what, your sahibul hal is not jumla to fi'liya, the sentence that come after it is, we will not call it hal. What are we going to call it? We are going to call it a what? A nat. Do we get now? For example, let's look at a word. If I say akala, akala liwaladu, let's look at these two statements. Akala liwaladu, can you see? Akala liwaladu qa'idan. Look at this. There's something I want to point out. We also have akala liwaladu. You can see again, I put yaq'udu here. Yaq'udu. Can you see? Yaq'udu. Look at our sahibul hal. It's waladu. It's waladu. Abi. Let's look at another example. And I said akala waladu now. I don't say waladu. And I say akala waladun. Waladun. Now, you know, here we use words qa'idun. Qa'idun. Can you see? I said again akala waladu. I use this one. I can use it too. Akala waladun. Can you see? And I put what? Yaq'udu. Yaq'udu. So look at this yaq'udu now. You can see you have akala waladu yaq'udu here. You have akala waladun yaq'udu. If I'm to do the i'rab, I will say that this is what? This is hal, because it's coming after what is ma'rifa. Al waladu is ma'rifa, so it's coming after it. So this is a word. This is a word. This yaq'udu is hal. But here, this is a nakra. So this yaq'udu, this is a sentence too. This is a sentence. Do you get? I just write this one as introduction, so just for you to grab it. You can see this is a nat harmonic process. Do you get? Now this is a nat, this is a harmonic. So this is a what? This is a nakra. Because this is a nakra, what happened in this coin is same to happen to yaq'udu. Do we understand? So if this is a hal, this will be a what? This will be a nat. That's why we are told that any sentence we see after a ma'rifa, if we say a sentence after a ma'rifa describing this thing, it will be our what? It will be hal. So that's why I said al jumla to ba'd al ma'rifa halin wa jumla to ba'd al nakra. Like something that is nakra now. A jumla coming after it that is describing it, it should be what? It should be a nat. So that's why the condition I said an yakuna sahibul hal isman ma'rifa. So the second is what? An takuna jumlatu jumlatan khabariyya. That means what? Your jumla, that's your jumla to hal. Like this, the Qur'an al-Ustaz, this yaqudu walam yash'ur bi ahadun walam lamma yabrud. All this word, they will be what? They will be what? They will either be what? Fi'lu wa fa'il, or what? Mubtada and what? Khabar. They can't be what? They can never be something that is of request. That means it can be jumla to insha'iyya. Like you have what? Something that is indicating command, like each list, like something that is indicating you are giving an imperative statement, like like that each list, or something you are prohibiting something, like latejlis, or something that is like a question, like al-tejlis. So they can be our what? Our hal. So that's what they are trying to indicate to us here, that antakun al-jumlatu jumlatan khabariyya. The third, and tujarrad hadhihi al-jumal min al-alamat al-istiqbal. You not see something that is indicating istiqbal. For instance, look at this mudari now. You now see sinu tenfis. You know sinu tenfis is for istiqbal. Akala zaidun sayaq'udu. Zaid ate sayaq'udu. While it will sit in the future, it will not be like that. Or akala zaidun sawfa yaq'udu. You can't use such statements. Do you get now? So you know something that is indicating istiqbal. Ishtimalu ala rabitun yarabituha bi sahib al-hal. So there will be a rabit too, because it's jumla is a jumla like that of ismiya. So there will be a rabit, a connector that will be connecting it with what? Our sahib al-hal. Like the sahib al-hal here is tulab, the sahib al-hal here is zaid, the sahib al-hal is lisu. Now the sahib al-hal here is what? Is your shaya. Don't forget your sahib al-hal is what the hal is what is describing. So there will be a what? There will be a connector that will be connecting your sentence that we see in red color. You see a sahib al-hal, you see a connector that will be connecting your hal to your what? To your sahib al-hal. You see a connector. The connector can either be what? Waw al-hal, or what we told us that what? Domiru aid, a domir. So all the two together do we get now. So let's look at our examples. Ja'atul lab, the students arrived. Waqad kharajal ustaz, why the ustaz has went out. Ja'atul lab, the students arrived. Waqad kharajal ustaz, why the ustaz have went out. Look at that. So you can see that what is the connector that's connecting to tulab to is this what is the waw al hal. Do you get now? So that is that. Another is what? Akala zaidun yaq'udu. Zaid ate while sitting. Yaq'udu. So you can say that. So this just wonders is a jumla. Yes, it's a sentence. Yes, because it's a fi'lu wa fa'il. Where is the fa'il? The fa'il is the domiru mustatir. Do you understand? The fa'il is what? Is the domiru mustatir. Because it's like this yaq'udu alone that is just one. It's like two statements. It's a fi'l and fa'il. Do you get now? You know, we told us that any jumla you see, the jumla, when they say jumla two, do you get now? And they are using they say jumla is jumla to khabariya. In short sentence, what they are meaning is what? Mubtada and khabar, or what? Fi'lu wa fa'il. Do you get now? So this is the domir. So this is the domir that is going back to your what? To your sahibul hal. Do you get? That's the rabit. This which is domir mustati here. The rabit here is the waw al hal connecting the tulab to the sentence. So this we have dakhala lisu. The thief entered. The thief entered. Walam yash'ur bi ahadun. While anybody did not notice. That means maybe all of them are asleep. Do you get now? Walam yash'ur bihi ahadun. While nobody was, nobody perceived this. So let's look at, we have our waw that is connecting the rabit. This is our waw al hal. Can we say anything in the sentence too? Going back to listu? Yes, we have the ha here. Yash'ur bihi. You can see is going back to the list. So sometimes it can just be your wa. Sometimes it can be your what? Your wa and the what and the domir together. Do you get now? So look at this. Shariba Anosun al-ashaya. Anos drank the tea. Walamma yabrud. While the tea is still has not yet get cold. So the tea is not yet cold, but he drank it. Do you get? You know, some people's mouth is like a refrigerator. They can take anything in, no matter how hot it is. So maybe just remember that your friend that is like that. So Sheriba Anos and Shaya, Anos drank the tea. Walam yabrud, while it has not yet what? It has not yet get cold. Do you get now? So look at that. So we have this lam yabrud. So this is the connector. The yabrud also have what? This thing. It has domir mustatir here. Can you see? Going back to our shaya, which is our sahibul hal. Do you get now? So when you just see any verb and you don't see the file in front of it, that means you have a what? A domir mustatir. I think we have taught that in the past. So these are what you are taking under hal al-jumla to fi'liya. Do we get now? So the rest you can just check your lesson notes. So then for those who read further, you can say your wa here in some places did not say it. So this is what we call wa will hal. For those who study further, wa will hal is a topic on its own in advanced reading. and some other things there, like soluble and other things. But for somebody who is just learning Hal, it's good you start this way. May Allah put barakah in it. So let's look at our book quickly. So our qaida said, Tajiul Hal isma mufradan. We have read that before. Wa jumlatan ismiya. We have done that. So wa jumlatan fi'liya can also be jumlatu fi'liya. That means a word, a verbal sentence. Wa zorfan can be zorf, which you have not done. Wa jarun wa majrun, which you have not done. Now said, is a waqa'at al-hal jumlatan? If your hal is falling as a jumla, your hal is occurring as a sentence, like we have now, jumlatu fi'liya, that in red pen. Do you get now? Like the one we treated shortly before this time, the one of jumlatu ismiya. So he said, when we see our hal that is jumla, فَلَا بُدَّ لَهَا مِنْ رَابِطٍ, it must have a rabit, like what we said, it must have a rabit. يَرْبِطُهَا بِصَاحِبُ الْحَالِ, that will be connecting it to the words, to the صاحب الحال, the one that owns the words, the hal. وَهُوَ إِمَّا وَاوُ الْفَقَطِ, it can be waw alone, the waw al-hal alone. وَإِمَّا ضَمِيرُ فَقَطِ, can be ضمير alone. وَإِمَّا هُمَا مَعًا, or it can be both of them together. So that is that. So let's look at the example, that when your hal is jumlatu fi'liya. Goba akuka, it said goba akuka, your brother. Okay, let me quickly, I just realized something here. I made a mistake in the previous reading that I did. La ta'kul fakihata, don't eat if the fruit. Wahiya is not fijatun, no, sorry. It is wahiya fajatun, sorry. It's fajatun, not fijatun. Astaghfirullah. So quickly, let's go back to our work. Goba akuka, your brother is absent. وَقَدْ حَضَرَ جَمِيعُ الْأَصْدِقَاءِ, while all the friends have arrived. So your brother was absent while all the friends have arrived. So look at our this thing there. So our jumla to this is called hadara jami'ul asdiqai. So the waw is the connector that is connecting the jumla to what? To the soyable hal, which is the akuka. So the next is zahab al-jani, the criminal went away. Taharusuhu li-junud, while the soldiers are what? They are guiding him, so that will not run away, you get. So zahab al-jani, the criminal went away. Taharusuhu li-junud, while the soldiers are guiding him. So taharusuhu li-junud, that's the jumla to fi'liya, and that is your hal there. So what's the connector? This thing is what? Is the who? The connector is the domir. What type of domir? The domir muttasil. You can see it. This is the domir muttasil. That is what? Going back to the journey. So the next one, I said, Qat of al-awladul azharo. Qat of al-awladul azharo. The boys pluck the what? The flowers. Walamma tatafatta. Walamma tatafatta. Walamma tatafatta. Why the flower have not yet what? Blossom. The flower has not yet what? Blossom. While it has not blossomed, that is when they what? They pluck it. So what's our soyable hal? Al-azhar. Do you get? Walamma tatafatta. So lamma tatafatta, that's the jumla to fi'liya. Do you get now? So the waw is the what? Is the connector. So that is that on hal when it is jumla to fi'liya. So that is what we are taking today under that. So pray Allah accept it from us as an act of ibadah. So we can meet again tomorrow. May Allah spare Allah beyond that time. So let's watch and also share. For those who want to join our classes, it's very easy. Just join our Telegram page. You follow the lessons there at your own volition. Just watch the video and be taking notes of it. Get a note, get the textbook, the file, the PDF file is just in the books we are using. If you don't have the book, there's the PDF on the Telegram page. Just go to the file. All the books we use there. Just continue following the classes at your own pace from the beginning. We started March 1st. You can see everything there and follow at your pace. May Allah accept it as an act of ibadah. If you have any question there, you can throw it to the group. You see people that will answer you there. Inshallah. Subhanakallah wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.